So, you guys, this is gonna be a little bit of a doozy. It's from like 2 days ago, and it's from the channel Honest Elk 2525. Yeah, this one's a bit of a doozy. There's a little bit of some truth bombs in this one, and it kind of like gives you a little bit of a glimpse into who Trish actually is. So, before I'm not gonna give up too much in the beginning until we get to certain parts, and I'll put my 2 cents in, but here we go.
Hey, Trish.
Hello.
How are you?
Cowgirl. It's Cowgirl. Hey. I've been better. I don't mind. They're gonna come. They're gonna get something. There's not much
So where
going to
you
get.
staying?
You'll see.
Girl, you ain't staying in there.
No, I'm not. I just want to see what it looks like. I keep this one tipping over, but it keeps tipping over. Man, let's see. Well, when does my road get so unlevel? I can't like even stand. There we go.
Trish. Trisha.
I told you I can't handle being up there. My anxiety is too much.
I got you, Brandy.
I need the tent. I can't. It's locked. It's not okay. I'll be right there.
You guys, this is an absolute mess. What a complete mess.
Hey, Brandy. The reason why that they can stay there is because they've been living there for 30 days, and after 30 days, they have to be evicted out.
Oh my god, I cannot imagine being a landlord. Okay, so Trish let these people move in, stay. I guess they shared party favors, whatever. Supposedly to also help pay with the rent so they have more money for party favors. Okay. So the landlord evicts Trish. Trish gets evicted, but these people are staying there without her notifying the landlord, which I think that's what the crux of the issues were. And whatever they're doing in the apartment. So she gets evicted. She has nowhere to go. So she's like, well, they're staying. I'm going to stay in there with them too. Screw it. But now the landlord has to turn around and go back to court to get the couple that's always arguing to move out because now they have squatters' rights. But in the meanwhile, I guess the sheriff can come in and get Trish out. The whole thing is a mess, you guys. The whole thing is a mess. I was saying that to say, man, I cannot imagine being a landlord and having to deal with all of that.
So they're in a different process than she is. They can throw her out, but they can't throw the other ones out because they've been in there over 30 days. The landlord? Yes, now the landlord has to throw them out. Exactly, Mona Lisa. Trisha.
Yeah.
You need to.
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah.
And you have them sending you money. You need to be honest with these people.
Well, yeah. I said I'll give receipts everything. I went to McDonald's. And nobody is sending me all that much money. I don't know how much you think I'm getting, but I'm not getting massive amounts. I have a $25 gift card. Missy? Hey, Missy, I have to be honest with you. You know how you thought it was just from McDonald's? That's just a suggestion. I could use it anywhere, but I have the deposit in my bank, so this is gonna go towards bills.
Well, if you have all this
You
deposit
know,
and everything, go get a hotel and get off the street.
do you know how much a motel is? It's $100. Do you know how far $100 would go in paying down my mortgage?
I mean, like, technically, yes and no. She's on the street. Technically, yes. But she's staying in the old apartment where she got evicted from. Now she's part of the squatting team. Now she's part of the squatting team. So why is she going to burn $100 when she can get a couple of days, a couple of weeks of free place to stay at? So I get her logic here.
Mortgage, so you might as well do something.
Like what?
Get a hotel.
For $100 a night? I don't think so.
Okay, you may not like this, but you're taking the money and using it on rugs that you should not be using.
Helga, how much do you think I'm getting where I can afford a hotel?
Phew. Trish has those filters on the max, honey. She has all the filters on. Look at that skin.
Do you think I'm making anywhere near $100 a day?
My daughter makes the same amount as you do as a military disabled.
I don't get all of that, cowgirl.
Yes, you do.
No, I
because
don't.
you're
I gave you the
disabled.
paperwork. They're taking out an allocation out of it. Look up what that is.
No. You're getting the same amount my daughter is on disability.
I promise you I'm not. I have a deduction coming out of it.
Come on, Trish, now.
You want to see it?
Okay, at this rate, I feel like this lady's telling the truth. If she has a child that was in the military, she knows what happens with their disabilities and the checks, whatever. Now I feel like I'm more inclined to believe this lady over Trish.
3 months, I did not get my base retirement. June was the very first time I got it. In like 3 months. And now I'm paying down all.
You've been out of the military longer than that. They ain't gonna fuck with your.
It's called an allocation.
They're not gonna mess with your disability.
But they do. But they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. I don't know why it's so hard to understand this. It's called an allocation. I think I'm saying the right thing. It's where you can take out money for people that don't like the amount of child support they're awarded to get extra.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, I don't know much about that aspects of it. I really don't, so I'm not going to pretend that I do. But, interesting.
Well, if you're paying child support, yeah, I understand that. But are you paying it?
How could I not? It comes out of my check before I even get it.
You know, everybody that loves you wants you to go to the hospital, but you don't even do that.
Nope, no.
Oh, geez, yes, this is around the same time. Like, you can tell on her arm how red that arm is, that she still has not went to the hospital. And she has sepsis, and as it turns out, she also has MRSA. So, yikes.
You're focusing on the negative stuff instead of taking care of yourself.
Don't use it for those reasons. Everybody here, tell them if you sent me money and how much it's for, and if I have spent it on that. There's only about 4 or 5 people that sent me anything recently in the past month.
When you're on SSDI, they do not take money from you.
For my what? I'm not on SSDI. I'm on regular Social Security. And yes, they do take child support from it.
Set amount after you pay your child support.
Okay, so what are you saying they don't take out?
I didn't say what I take out. I says they give you a certain amount after they take the child support out.
Yes, that's true.
So you know what?
It's
You
not
had
a lot.
enough money.
It's
You
called a
need to get
lot.
the people. You need to get away from them people because the rugs are messing you up.
See, this is what I hate. People like you, cowgirl. Why do I even get 40 days of clean time when I'm going to have people like you consistently
You
saying
ain't
that?
40 days.
Oh,
You
yeah, I
ain't
do.
40 days.
Oh, yeah, I am.
No, you're
Because
not. No, you're not.
Oxy is prescribed to me. So, yeah. Yes, I am.
40
Absolutely.
days clean, not drinking, but what about the rugs?
No, I haven't. Only the Oxy is prescribed to me.
All right, now Trish is starting to piss me off because she's doing wordplay in semantics here. Trish, you're shooting up, okay? You are shooting up. You're not clean. You have fresh wounds on your arms, like even like as recent as yesterday's live streams, you can still see fresh needle marks on your arms. You are not clean, my dude. I'm sorry, you are not clean. Stop playing word salad.
Come on now.
I'm not kidding.
Well, your arms don't show that you're not kidding.
These have been here for how many months now? How many months have these exact same ones been right here?
And on the other arm,
Yeah, another arm, both arms, the exact same places. Go back and look at the videos.
no, they have not.
Yes, they have too.
No, they have not.
This is the arm that they had surgery on, and over here is where they came up and came out.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
I know you
yeah,
have.
because this is where they did the surgery, and they didn't do it on this one. And this one is the one
I
that
was
came
there
out.
when they did the surgery and you were in the hospital.
Right, so you can
There
see
was nothing wrong with your other arm.
right, because they hadn't finished coming out. They all came out. That's why this one's worse than this one.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Trish. Those are fresh needle marks. Okay, since I've been watching you, it seems like a new needle mark pops up. Okay? Okay, stop playing in my face, woman. Stop playing in my face.
So is that how you like to live? Is in pain?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's how it is.
I never said I had an issue with telling the truth. That is not true. I said I don't always tell the truth. That's not the same as having an issue with it. I have no issue with lying when I have to.
That's not what I'm saying. So you
No,
have
that's
an
not-
issue and you love the pain.
Yeah, I'd rather feel the physical pain to drown out the emotional pain.
So that they could give you more drugs that the people that you're,
Oh, that's
living
not
with.
true. They don't give me any. After I get the buprenorphine, that's all they give me. So your hypothesis has just met its first challenge and it's failed.
All right, Trish. There's no reason for you to lie about it.
No, there's lots
Everybody
of reasons to lie
watches
about
it
it.
all.
There's tons of reasons to make me lie about it, but I'm not. I don't feel. I have too much anxiety to go to the hospital until my landlord and the sheriff come and take possession of that place.
Wait, what? That makes no sense. Trish, you're already evicted. You already went to court. They already got possession of the place back from you. What are you talking about? What those people are doing squatting, that's none of your business. I'm like, now it's your business because you're also squatting along. But either way, your statement does not make any sense.
Look, Trish, you know what?
You can't understand that at all.
From the time that you got that apartment, you were so happy
No, I was
until you
not.
got these people.
No, I was not.
No, because your ex-wife was there.
And do you remember how she treated me? It was like night and day from what I was used to in Vietnam.
Yes, I understand that. But you said that you did not want to go to Portland because of the fact that you're going to relapse. So why did you go there?
Multiple reasons. One, where else were our options? Other options were New York, Dallas, Texas, California.
The United States. Why would you do that?
What? What was that?
There's some states in the United States.
We're gonna get rid of you if you're just gonna pass out negativity and hate. I haven't lied at all here right now. I've offered to look at the documents. I've offered to see receipts. Nobody's taking me up on it. So why are you calling me a liar?
Nothing, but
Yes, please. Receipts, please. Yes, please. Receipts, please. So, you guys, we are all vultures. Came in the comment section, was telling me about Trish here. Told me to go to the subreddit. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. It's a read. It's a lot. It is a lot. So if you're interested into like doing a little bit of a deep dive and you're bored, go to Trish's subreddit. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a lot over there.
And you're
doing nothing
what,
about
someone else, what? Denying
you're
that?
doing nothing about yourself, but you put your Cash App tag up there, and you want money.
It's always up there. Yeah, I do actually. Why is that something that's different for me? Does every other person out there that has it up there, do you go telling them the same thing? Like, why?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you seem a little weird by doing that.
No.
Okay, well, it is.
People work for their hard-earned money, and then they go and send it to you, and then you just go down in a hole.
How am I down in a hole? Please explain that. How am I down in a hole?
Who was crying today? Oh, my arm hurts.
My bear. Today I cried over my bear, not my arm. My arm was yesterday. I do like the truth. I love the truth. The truth is actually something that I really feel a need for. I don't like it when I feel I'm forced to lie on things. And it's very rarely.
Trish, we all love you. We all been worried about you.
It doesn't.
And when you act this way, we turn around and we question ourselves. Do you understand? I'm not trying to come at you. We all love you and we worry about you.
Then why is it no matter what I do, not one time has anyone, well, no, some have. Why is it every single time I get a period of clean time, it's always, oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. And anyone that looks at it can see how the behavior changed.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
I texted you I don't know how many times.
To what number?
You have not been on.
To what number?
And how are you? How are you? How are you? Are you okay? But you said that you don't read them.
Where did you write to? Which is
Right
true.
there in your DMs. Right there in your DMs.
Where? Right there and where?
Right in your DMs.
Right in my 10.
In your messages.
No, I said, where do you text me at?
In your messenger.
What messenger? I don't have a messenger.
On TikTok here.
I don't use that. I say it every single time. I do not use that.
Well, you need to friend me so that you have my number, and I'll give you my number.
And you guys, like I said, there's a lot of people that actually do care about Trish. There's a lot of likability there. She's a slightly opposite of Lisa Richards. She's not on here begging for money. So she's a slightly different approach to the whole thing. So I can see why she is likable. And she generally does have people that do actually worry and care about her.
I'm not looking at you as a bad person.
I didn't say you were. The things that I actually do that are difficult for me, and then people challenge me and say I'm not doing them, I get very defensive.
Well, friend me. Me and my cousin was going to go out and buy you new clothes. We were going to go get you a bunch of stuff.
And also must add that there's also people that follow Trish that have a lot of pushback because they feel like a lot of these people are enabling her. And they don't baby Trish, you know? Like, there's a lot of those people too. I don't know if you can see, depending what device you're watching this on, you can see people in the chat right there. Like, there's a couple of people who are pushing back on this whole thing. So, yeah, it's a nice little balance of people in her chats.
And send it to you.
Until I did what? What did I do that all of a sudden put me on the naughty list? Well, Betty Boop, why are you so hateful? I would have just sold them? In what world would I have sold them?
It's because people out here love you, and you don't realize it.
I don't what?
People out here love you, and you don't realize it.
Wait, how? Why is that? Why do you say something like that?
Because you don't even read your chat anymore.
What am I
You
doing
just-
right now? What have I been doing?
You just do whatever you want to do, and you don't read your chat. And we put in there numerous times that we wanted to send you stuff and buy you new clothes, and you never read it because you start fading off and falling asleep, or you're in an outrage.
How does my chat work? Have I ever been reading them consistently?
Ooh, we get outrages. Oh, we get outraged. I think I've only witnessed one outrage, and it was about her not sucking for free. That was funny. That was a funny little outrage, but it wasn't really an outrage. So this rages. Ooh, count me in.
As in, always when I ask people to come up and read
Are
them.
you reading them now as we talk? No.
Yes, if there's an asterisk there, I do. Like there was one with an asterisk that said "Leave Trish alone."
Well, you didn't notify these people that you have to put asterisks
Yes, I have. It's in the
front
rules.
of what you're
And
talking
I
about.
say it at least every
Okay,
day.
everybody, you need to put asterisks in front of your comments so that she knows that she has to read it.
No, respond to it. I try and read them all. No, why you say such? You see all the nasty negativity?
I'm not doing negativity, honest.
Actually, I'm here. I'm talking about them. No, some of it was negativity. The completely like laughing at me having some clean time. Well, that's not technically true. I did go to the hospital, just not the healing. I didn't go for me.
Yeah, I was there when you were in the hospital. Me and my cousin talked to you in the chat. You and love you.
Why is it people realize I can't just stop all day and not do anything and leave comments? I mean, to be honest, I get maybe $200 tops a month.
I don't care about your money.
No, but you have to understand. If this is what I do, because I don't have a lot left over after my pension, with the way the mortgage is, with the way other things are.
Wait a minute. A mortgage? What mortgage? Oh my God, there's a mortgage, you guys. There's a mortgage.
I can't do everything people want. I have to.
Why do you let these people run your life?
What people?
And you're paying the mortgage in that place.
No, this is my mortgage is in Hawaii. That person is gone.
Wait a minute now. Now we have a mortgage in Hawaii. Am I in the twilight zone? We're getting evicted, but we have a mortgage in Hawaii. What? What?
They're two separate places. This is the place my wife wanted, and she picked out and got.
Okay. Follow me and let me give you your number, please.
I keep going over to the text spot. I keep waiting for the number.
I was reading your comments.
What?
I was reading your comments for you.
Oh, thank you. I apologize for jumping to conclusions. I'm gonna go back over to the text area.
Thank you.
Waiting for the number. Yeah, I have to start it. It's 7. Yeah.
And I just wanna confirm this. What about that letter of what you've done with your kids?
What letter?
Ooh, here we go, you guys. Here we go. This lady's coming in hot with some question. She made sure that Trish was nice and comfortable, and then bam! Let me ask her the questions. Here we go.
You mean the picture of a phone with a text on it?
No, it's a picture. It's not a picture. It's a letter stating that you, when you had your kids in your hands, that you turned around and you neglected them.
Really, I actually did neglect them, then I would have a charge of neglect one night. And then if I actually did it, I would have a conviction of neglect, which I have neither. So that really makes me wonder where this is coming from.
I know the answer to this. Thank you to We're All Vultures. So, Trish Baby Poo, That came from your subreddit. You're welcome.
You really have to question where things come from and then use basic logic. Like if someone says Trish murdered somebody, where
And you didn't feed them
you didn't
because you were so messed up on rugs that you didn't even feed them.
does that sound realistic? And why didn't they take the kids out of my away from me if that was true?
That's why you didn't have your kids.
What? No, when did that happen? I never had my kids taken from me.
Where are they at now?
Well, most of them are grown up. That's not taken from me. When me and my two wives split up, I had my oldest daughter and my youngest son, and my first wife had the three other kids. So it was 2 and 3. And then when I went over to Afghanistan, I still had my kids. Over there, I suffered traumatic brain injury, seizures, and a lot of cognitive issues. I wasn't able to have all the kids, but I still had my oldest and my youngest.
But you turned around and you were doing rugs.
No, I wasn't doing rugs. Where do you get this from? I was drinking.
Okay, Trish.
I mean, remember, I was prescribed hardcore opiates. That's what got me addicted.
Okay.
What?
So if you send me your phone number, we'll talk about this off air.
You have to text me my number. I gave you my number, remember? That was the thing I was reading off?
No.
Oh, this lady is dropping the ball, you guys. In the beginning, when Trish was giving out her number, I cut out that part. This lady is falling asleep on her job. She wasn't writing down the number. Ugh, you're dropping the ball now, lady. I'm taking away points away from you.
I would just ask chronologically, when did this supposedly happen? Because you have to remember, after 2010, I had my son as well.
Screenshot it and send it to you, okay?
What date was it? When do you think it was?
I'll screenshot it and send it to you.
And this is a letter from...
I think it's from your ex-wife.
Which one?
Yes, that is correct. Because I read in the subreddit that one of the ex-wives was over there in the subreddit telling the whole story. I need to go back over there and reread the whole story because it was a lot the first time around. I was like, holy moly. I need to go back and reread it. But yeah, one of the ex-wives is over there in the subreddit.
Your kids is mom.
I have kids with 3 ladies.
3 ladies, huh? How many kids is that then? Did I miss that? I know she talked about the kids, but I wasn't really counting how many kids. I wonder altogether how many kids we're talking about.
Oh, you've been around the block, huh?
Well, they got what they wanted this time. You know, one ended up with a house and plastic surgery. 2 ended up with shit. 3 ended up with a farm. 4 ended up with 6. They all got major prizes.
Huh. That's an odd way to categorize, is it? Especially with somebody you supposedly love, your kids together, you get divorced. Well, they ended up with prizes. That says a lot about you, Trish. Huh, that's a very, very odd way of putting that.
I just want you to remember, if the date is some weird date, I wasn't even living in the same state in 2008. Remember, my first wife took off for a year. Don't forget that.
Asking questions.
That was kind of hard. Remember the position I was put on. And
Respectful.
I had 4 girls, was in grad school, and my mother had taken off with another man. So I did the best I could, and I always admitted social services did come and look. That was it. They came once, and there was no follow-up. They would have immediately been taken from my care had any of that been substantiated.
Okay. You know what? You search on the internet and it's showing you it. I'll send it to you.
No, it's showing what?
It's fucking Dumbo Kitty.
What is it showing? Like, I would really be shocked.
It's a text.
It's a what?
It's a text that is on
It's a picture of
TikTok.
a phone. that anybody could have written and then taken a picture of.
I understand you. That's why I asked you.
No, but
Okay, so this lady has a lot to ask, but she doesn't know what to ask. So clearly, this sounds to me like somebody else that's aware of Trish and this whole situation took the screenshots of what was said on the subreddit, but she doesn't quite understand Reddit. So that's what I'm getting from this whole exchange here.
that's been debunked so many times that is such. It's just ridiculous that I would even be asked about a picture of a phone. That's not how usually people do it. They make a screenshot. So I would be suspicious why someone was taking a picture of a phone like that.
All right. Go eat your ice cream, and I'll talk to you on the phone. I love you.
Love you too.
I will get out of here.
Okay. I'm not gonna be too harsh on the lady. Okay. So she was able to get some truths about Trish, which kind of like matched up to what was said on Reddit, on her subreddit. But since the lady doesn't know where the information came from, sounds like somebody sent it to her. She didn't really know how to like keep pushing further to get more truths. So since she got her to admit and she didn't really know what she was talking about, so I'll give her like it's 70%, you know? Since she's a newbie into the whole Reddit thing, I'll give her 70%.
No. She doesn't need to be blocked or anything. Just people all have different ways of just existing.
Yes, Trish, that's very true. Just like you have a different way of existing. So I don't know if that was meant to be a dick for that lady or not, but yeah. Right back at you.
It's just I think some people assume that a lot of the things out there have validity to them. When you hear them talk about, it, you get to see like how out there some of the stuff just is. Here's the, if the roles were reversed, and I'd been born a woman, and these were all men that I'd been married to in the exact same situation, things would be very different. I would have been given the benefit of the doubt. They would be seen as part of the problem. But I feel because a lot of you just see me as this terrible man that was like a wife beater and a child neglecter, you think that's all it was, and there was nothing else at play.
I mean, the subreddit and the police log and the police report. You pulled a gun on somebody. Was one of your exes, I think, or somebody else, whatever. You pulled a gun on somebody. There's a lot there, Trish. There is a lot there, Trish. But also at the same time, you are correct. If it was a female, the hearts would have been a little bit softer. But if that female also pulled a gun on somebody, I don't know.
And I don't want to say anything negative about any of my kids' moms, but it wasn't not a dynamic like that. And in reality, I didn't have two wives. I was not the one in charge. My first wife was the one in charge. We did what she told us to do.
Guys, is it me or doesn't this seems a little bit crackish that I am watching this? And in the background, there's like cars going like 60 miles per hour. How far from the road is she laying down? That's my question. Like, how far from the road is she laying down?
What do you mean this is when she left? What am I saying? I don't think I said anything new. I didn't say anything negative about hot shower. I don't have a hot shower. Hospital's out. Toasted. I had to go to the hospital today.
And all in all, like, this is still a sad situation. With everything else, in spite of everything else, this is still a sad, really, really sad situation. Honestly, like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I need to stop, like, feeling so bad all the time. You know what I mean? Like, for other people, I need to, like, cut that shit off. I need to knock it off. But yeah, this still tugs at me a little bit. It does.
She is so scared. No, I'm not needed. I know I just need a quick breather. Oh, that jingling, dingling, ding, ding, dingling, ding.
You know, I was going to cut this part out, and I did cut out certain parts, but I changed my mind against cutting certain parts out because this is her reality. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be here just poking and poking and poking. But this is honestly her sad, sad reality. And I want to showcase that the best that I can in moments like these, like, because I find them to be so raw. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm like, I'm like on like lava stone. It's like not the most comfortable thing. Oh, actually, isn't that comfortable? No, actually, lava stone. Oh, sharp wood. Oh, man.
And yes, people, we're still on the side of the road. That's what we're doing right now. That's exactly what we're doing.
The reason is, wow, I just have a crazy dream. It's like way out there. I can't even explain it. Basically, things only happened. I can't even explain it. It's so crazy.
You know, usually they say with addictions and stuff like that, it's the level of mental issues. But with her, you can definitely tell, like, there's deeper level of mental issues to at play as well.
I don't think it's anything. Isn't that there? Isn't that? I get you that. Well, my pencil, you roll around the side of the road. Maybe we can sneak back over one more night. Ouch. Speaking with I'm handicapped by the fact that I'm missing a front tooth.
So, well, as you can tell, after wheeling on the side of the road, she got up and walked back into the apartment. So this is towards the end of where I recorded it, but let's see what Trish is up to at this point.
In, it's after 10 p.m. After 10 p.m., you do not use your outdoor voices. You use your indoor quiet voice. And this is what it sounds like. Quiet. Did you get your looked at it, not by my doctor. This is nice. Let's take a look at it and see how it's doing. I should have gone and gotten some more of these things. Enjoying. See something. We can't see it. We can't see it.
Dear God, do you guys see that? People have been trying for days to get her to go to the hospital. Do you see that? That's only one arm. Oh, Jesus.
You guys are much better. So I'm gonna challenge them on that. Tell me that violates the ADA. It says you can't do it. You can't do something for shock value. I'm not doing it for shock value. I'm doing it to show that it's healed. Because here's the thing. Does that mean if someone was deformed, they had deformity, that they wouldn't be able to show that either? Like if this was a scar, it's a slippery slope, TikTok. Slippery slope. Get that look. I'm going to look at it. Look at it. No, I didn't go to my VA. I went with Toast went to the hospital for something different. And then they went when now you didn't get out of the hospital. You didn't get your birth unlocked. Because I had to go with him. Okay. Right now, just in fact, I'm tired. I'm just like waiting in line, and someone else had to go to the hospital. And I don't want this place to be unattended. There's hydrogen peroxide. So no one knows what hydrogen peroxide is?
But yeah, you guys. Yeah, this has been a wild ride. I'm enjoying Trish. But I am enjoying her breath of fresh air. Um, and she does stream a lot though. She streams hours on end. So that's a good thing too, because it's never going to be shortage of content. But anyways, you guys, that's it for this one. I will catch you in the next video. And also please do the chippy things, but I'll catch you in the next video. Later. Bye-bye.